New season, how do you sort of reflect on what was a sort of chaotic end for you in terms of the title that you won, the Scottish Cup you lost, but your own personal achievements as well? How do you reflect on that you've got that time?
No, I think overall we had a good season as a squad, as a team. I think like the run the Champions League was really good for the club, for the players to get experience in that, and obviously the main goal every year is to win the league and try to win the cup games as well. But it just showed you, like, losing the cup final at the end of the season, it's maybe puts in perspective like how many trophies we have won over the years and how difficult it is, and sometimes like it goes penalty shoutouts, that one-off games, it can happen, and I think it just keeps everyone make sure that they keep working hard.
It was a good start obviously to the new season. What's your thoughts going into this one? There's obviously noise for the other side of the city and whatnot. What's your thoughts going into this one?
Since I've been here, I think it's the same. To be honest, every season, every game you're here, I think that the pressure is just always there. I think even you feel it when you go away pre-season games, like you go away to different countries, play different teams, and I think just the pressure that Celtic comes with Celtic it's always massive. And as I said, that's from like the supporters, from the coaches and the managers, and I think that's just how big the club is. It's always like striving to be the best, and I think it's really good to be a part of.
Champions League coming up. We know it's one of two teams. Is this the exciting part where you know the season really is beginning to start because the Champions League music at Celtic Park is just around the corner?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Obviously, the last couple of years, like we've went straight into the Champions League, and I've been here when we've had to do 4 qualifiers and or 3 qualifiers, so it's changed like throughout my time here. But obviously we won the last qualifying round, so for previous I've had as well. You know it's going to be 2 hard games, like coming away. So we just need to make sure we started the season off strong. I think we maybe have two more games we play before the qualifier. So just make sure everyone's up to speed and willing to go for the qualifiers.
We know how much success you've had here domestically. There's been a couple of good seasons in the Champions League as well. Just gets the feeling that that's the one thing that's missing, is a right good run and a progression. Do you feel that yourself, that within this club there is capabilities to go even further than what you've done in the Champions League?
Yeah, well, I think if you look at last year, I think it was really good. I think it was exciting for the club and for the players to get out the group, and I think, like myself personally, I think I quite like the new format. I think it's quite good. You play more teams, and you play different teams in that as well. So I think I think last year was good, and hopefully we can build on that. And obviously every year at Celtic, the important one is domestically winning that, and you don't get into the Champions League without doing that right as well. So we need to make sure, obviously you're looking at the Champions League, but obviously making sure you do it right domestically as well.
Just looking at the general strength of the squad, a lot of fans are asking this club to sign attacking players. That's the one thing that they want at the moment. For you, being in that position, what's the strength like within the club at the moment? We saw you coming on and changing the game at the weekend. Give us an overview of how you feel that front line is at the moment in terms of the strength within the club.
I think every year, like every window I've been at Celtic always sign players, and I think we've maybe signed 5 or 6, is it?
7, yeah.
Have we signed 7 already?
Yeah.
Aye. So I think the club have always done that. Like every season, every window I've been here, and obviously the type of team that we are, the fans and everyone will always want exciting like wingers and strikers and attacking players. So no, but I think just now, like we've looked good in pre-season. The league starts well, but I think like player wise, I think we just kind of focus on like the manager, and they do the transfers, and the club do that as well. So I think it's always the players just work hard, and I think we've looked good in pre-season, and obviously there's a couple of weeks left of the window as well. So we'll just see what happens.
Do you relish that competition, James? You've been here so many years. You've seen so many other wingers come and go. Do you like that? Does it excite you when a new right winger, left winger arrives at the club?
Aye, definitely. I've had that question for years now, and I think it does. I think competition for places is really healthy. I think it's good as well. I've always enjoyed like different wingers coming in, and you can learn off them no matter like what age they are, or the different types of players. So I think it is good for. I think it's good for the coaches and that as well, to the amount of games that we play, to have like good depth in the squad. And yeah, I think, as I said, like we've always had like players in my position that you can swap in that as well. So it's been good over the years to come up against the other ones.
How do you feel the squad depth is in general at the moment compared to previous seasons, especially recent previous seasons where the team have been so successful?
I think it's always hard to tell. I think the manager's kind of mentioned that once or twice since we've been back for pre-season. I think it's always difficult while the window's still going on. I think you can only really give a real good gauge until once the window's shut. But as I said, I think the amount of quality players, international players that we have at the club is really high level, and I think, as I said, it's hard to judge now while the window's still open.
Just going back to the playoff game that's coming up in a few weeks' time. You know, as you said, you've played when you had to go through all the qualifiers. You've played in successful and unsuccessful playoffs, and you've played in the group stage itself. Do you feel that sometimes the playoff can be almost the most pressurised game? Because once you're in the Champions League, you'll have 6 or 8 games at it. But this is the one that is almost the most important. It's right at the start. Can it be like that for you?
Yeah, I understand. Obviously, it's massive for the club, and it's all the players that you want. If you ask any player, they want to be involved in the Champions League. So I think it is really important for the club, and obviously it is just strange because you're like, sometimes your most important games can be right at the very start of the season, like 3 games in, and you're playing your kind of most important game of the season. So, but I think once the games come around, we've done it before, and we'll all ready to go.
Just want to ask you about your contract as well. Is it up at the end of this season? Is that right?
Aye.
Have you had discussions with the club? I mean, you've extended your contract so many times here. What's the kind of relationship like with the board? Do they come to you? Do you come to them? And what's the plan going forward?
I think every player's different. I think in my situation, it's been good for me over the years, and the club it's just always worked well. But obviously, I'm getting older, and I'm just really just want to enjoy, keep working hard, and keep trying to contribute to the team like when I can. And like when that discussion comes, I honestly I just want to keep doing it and try and enjoying every day. And obviously I've loved it here. I've gave everything I've got to Celtic, and I want to continue to do that. So it's been a really good fit up to now, and I'm just going to keep enjoying it while it lasts. You
could see that continuing then going forward?
Yeah, I really enjoy like working hard in training and being involved with the boys, and as I said, like try to contribute and help the team, and I feel as though I can still do that. So I think maybe once this season it'll come to a stage where we maybe talk to the club, but as I said, I just want to keep enjoying and keep working hard on it.
When you think about that, James, is it a case of when you leave Celtic, you leave football? Is it Celtic and nothing, or is there when you always see the end of your career, do you see you playing on?
No, I think I'll give everything to Celtic. So I'll maybe come to the point if I want to keep playing and they don't want me, then I don't know. But obviously I love football. I've played football since I was a wee boy, and I still love it like the now as well. So as I said, I've gave everything to Celtic, and I'll continue to do that until my contract's up. And yeah, but it might be them like shoving me at the door anyway. So we'll see what happens.
When you started this season, was there ever a thought in your mind that, you know, treasure this could be the last season? I know your contract, and you said the talks could continue, but when you step out Celtic Park, the opening game, you get the flag day and all this, was there ever a sense of, listen, this could be it, enjoy the last opening game just in case, you never know what's around the corner?
I think, to be honest, I maybe felt like that the last kind of like 18 months, to be honest. I think I've really tried to take it in and just enjoy it even more, because I think sometimes, like as you say, like I said before, about the amount of pressure games, and every game is, you get judged every game, every day. It's a lot of pressure, and sometimes you can not forget to enjoy it. It's hard to enjoy it because you just know like 2 days later, 3 days later, there's another one you need to be up for. So I have tried to really take it in, and obviously once I finish, I'll look back, and it has been a great time here. But hopefully I can add to that before I finish.
Just finally, as a footballer, because we're never going to know this obviously, but when you get towards that sort of mid-30s stage of your career, and you start to think about it, what's the emotion like? Is it a scary feeling when you kind of think about, right, start winding down and whatnot? Have you thought about that kind of period of what it's going to be like?
I thought about it a wee bit, but obviously it is scary because you've left school at like 15, 16, and that's all you've ever done and all you've ever known. So I want to keep playing for as long as I can. But yeah, it is scary. Obviously, you've heard loads of different players. Like I've played with players that have retired now and that as well. And I think it is different. Like people go down different paths like once they finish. But I don't really know what I'll definitely do after. But no, I think it is scary because, as I said, it's what I've done for 20 odd years, and it's been unbelievable. So it's been really good.
But it feels like we're retiring in the room.
I know. Don't show us interview the gaffer.
A word on Aberdeen. I mean, obviously there's that. Everyone's going to compare to the cup final, but is there that wee bit of revenge? I know it's not going to be the same, but you always want to kick on and continue the season well.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's revenge. I think obviously every time we play Aberdeen every season, it's when we go up to Pittodrie, it's always hard games, and I think that kind of rivalry is there anyway. So, and as I said, it's this early on in the season, so we want to continue our form and as I said, like just keep the momentum going. So, no, I think it's just all about us and focus on us and try to get the 3 points again.